Christianity has an elite fraternity of people that have endured through hardship. And they know the comfort of God. And once you've been through something like that, you come to know a supernatural, sustaining grace. And when you sing the hymn, "Through many dangerous toils and snares, I have already come, 'twas grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home," you know exactly what that song is talking about. Here's just a few examples that came to my mind as I was preparing this message today. Charles Hodge, one of the most famous commenters on 2 Corinthians, said this: "The life of ease is commonly stagnant." The life of ease is commonly stagnant. In other words, what he's saying is if you've never been through anything, if you've not been through any pain, you have nothing to offer people. Hodge was born with a defective hip. He was in constant pain. And so when he would sit down to write, which he wrote voluminously, he would have to sit on a 2x8 just to relieve the pain while he wrote. And then he would get up and wander around Princeton and go and teach his classes. A few other examples came to my mind. Dr. John Walvoord was the president of Dallas Seminary when I got there. He lost 2 out of his 3 sons as a dad. Dr. Roy Zook, he was the editor of the Seminary Journal, wrote a classic book on Job. When did he write that book on Job? He wrote that book on Job when his daughter was in an accident, and she was in a coma. And the name of the book is called Barb, Wake Up. John Calvin lost his wife Idolette after a long illness. He also lost a child. Calvin deeply grieved this. He never remarried. He knew about the sovereignty of God, not from some book. It was not abstract for him. He had to trust in the sovereignty of God personally. And then there's Corrie ten Boom. She said, "If God gives me 100 pounds of affliction, God will give me 100 pounds of comfort." She also famously said, quote, "There is no pit so deep as God's grace is not deeper still." I could go on, but the school of suffering has many graduates, and suffering brings about resilience.